No, that's not good.
Okay.
But I would like to say that I'm going to punch Chris's lights out right now. Watch him crumble in pain.
Butter cookies with hot.
What is this?
I guess to taste.
Poltergeist upside down.
Hey, you're looking at this, Christopher. Look at this cake.
I'm turning.
It's a cookie.
Harry, he doesn't want
Okay.
that.
Here.
I got it, Dad. Zooming in.
This is
All right.
Sarai. Part of a Dutch tradition.
Uh,
When you have your 50th wedding anniversary, you get Sarai and Abraham, who lived 50 years. And may you have 100 more.
What's in between?
I have no idea. It's in Dutch.
You're supposed to understand Dutch.
Sarah
no wonder I
something.
thought I couldn't get it in focus. It's in Dutch, though. Okay, that's mine.
We were cut short, weren't we?
That's you only get a certain amount of film time.
You've been in Dutch too on occasion.
Did you
Remember?
bring that down with you?
I had
What?
I just
Oh.
10 years ago that if they ever had a 50th wedding
Oh.
that
Let me see
I
this
would
cake.
somehow get these two overseas. And I had tried
That's
this
an expensive cake right there,
in
folks.
the Netherlands. So I sent them back, had Dutch people buy it.
Hey, Mabel.
$20 worth
Brought
of
it
it.
back,
Hiya.
Huh.
put it in the freezer, and then right before I left the airport.
We're gonna have some cookies right out of that, Sarah.
Hold on.
So Sarah had.
You have to freeze that and keep that forever.
No. We're gonna have some tonight. We're gonna eat
Dad?
that, and then we're gonna take the other one to church Wednesday night. And share it with the whole church. What do you got?
Carl.
So we eat out Wednesday, you know.
Hey, Joey, say hey.
Sarah, how about
Say hey, Joey.
This is Sarah.
What is
Oh,
that?
you have Beverly Kiss.
Good. No, I don't think I have.
You really should to go along with the picture. You
We'll
should
meet
put
you
stuff lying
Y'all gonna be upside down now.
upside down.
Well, that was
We'll be
a
there right
plan. That was a real loud line.
Mary, you gonna make some
You
coffee?
stop now. Yes,
Okay.
How'd you do
Yeah,
that?
you know he's stuff now.
because they killed all the animals in jungle habitat they had to hunt.
He doesn't like our church.
Why?
They killed the.
Oh,
Why?
Wait a
Because
minute,
they
why
were
can't you go with
sick.
me? You gotta go, you would shut up.
The animals were sick.
No.
Who's sick?
People were. They closed jungle habitat. Before they closed it, people went in there
All I know is y'all are upside down right now.
and took their heads for trophies.
This is not the.
I never said that because
Mom.
I think
What a weird move.
I make them.
I have a lot of
Give me a
thought.
minute. It's going. He said.
Mayor, I want pour something in the water, see if it'll go upside down when you play it.
Or,
See, if you turn this upside down, it will record upside down.
I've never seen that thing go down there.
Okay. Where is it?
Show where Aunt Beverly is.
It's there. See?
Okay, yeah.
Want me to turn it off?
Joey?
How did they do it in the commercial?
I don't know.
How did you bring that thing? Oh, you're recording upside down.
Yeah.
But not for long.
No.
How was it?
I just,
I wondered how you got that at the bottom of the camera.
oh.
How did you get that thing down in there?
Is that your Aunt Beverly?
Who's in Beverly, Joey?
Joey.
Coffee.
Yeah, right. Help.
Way up there.
How did you see them? I hadn't seen them.
What, dear?
Hold them up.
I mean, how ironic, you know? I hadn't seen them years and years.
Wait a minute, here on the head.
See, Mabel got so many cards that she just had to get one at one time. Big batch of them.
Yeah, I have some
Plus,
probably
we
at my
got a
house.
beautiful gourmet dinner last night and that lovely cake that's half gone.
The cake is.
I didn't eat
That's
all the
me,
cake.
But
Daddy
it
didn't
hasn't
eat
been
all the
Yeah, right.
We told her not to give us any credit.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, she did.
I'm gonna save this girl.
We did tell him not to give us any credit. But anyway, Mary, dinner with Mary.
I'm listening.
The
No, it's
pastor
great.
said,
Not me.
evidently, he said, I'm talking now to a cousin, because there were two of us.
That room was so
And
great.
he said,
Hi there, happy
"You're supposed to
anniversary.
say what?" He said,
Dallas.
Happy anniversary.
Maybe
"Give out
100 more.
information," and I said, "Don't tell him."
South of
And so this was a Wednesday night for supper where they didn't go. So all her friends
Pizza,
were
the
there.
taste of the Olympic Stadium.
That's all right. I'm getting you the temperature.
That's at, Evelyn.
Yeah.
Evelyn. Evelyn. That's a, white Zinfandel you like.
That's
That's
not
good.
pretty.
That's good.
Is this an
Very
album?
nice. I don't know what it is.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
I couldn't get it engraved because it was it was too ripply.
Well, that's okay.
Beverly did all the work. She just collected the
Oh, where'd you get that picture?
What, somebody sent it, who sent it? I can't remember who it was.
That's cute. Where is it?
July
Where did you get that
72.
picture?
Oh, it's in, you'll see in the letters.
Yeah.
Who sent it?
Oh, isn't that lovely? Look, with all pictures. I know. Look at that?
Keep going.
Now, Daddy, I got the baby real good, but I didn't get you. So you have to push him aside a little bit.
Why don't we push him aside?
Well, unless you want to have these memories here.
Oh, look.
Isn't that
See,
nice?
there's Roberta too up there.
Look
Yeah,
at Evelyn up there.
that's a good one of you, Evelyn.
You want some
And
cake?
your sister was there, and
Oh, isn't that one of the nicest gifts anybody could have?
you just passed it Armstrong.
Bev, did you put that other little one in?
I put everything in that I got, except for that Samoyed dog from Kudrow's, which
Oh,
she
is that Aunt Mabel?
No.
And whose anniversary is the anniversary?
It's one of your friends, I think it's on, if you don't know who they are, most people wrote on the
Yeah, and
back.
I'll look
That's
over
from the
it.
Imago School, and the letter's from your pastor.
Oh. Wasn't that nice? You hardly know him.
Like I said.
Oh, that's lovely.
Did
That
you take a
is
picture from
just
her with her
lovely.
camera? Is that hers?
I think so, but I don't know how it works.
It's ready. Go for
Well,
it.
it says it's ready, but I'm pushing it. Now, Mabel, look at it. Hold the thing up and,
You can't play with
I'd open it up.
There's milk in it.
Here.
well, it's not ready to go.
You must be out of film.
You're out of film, Mom.
Oh, do you want to take pictures of it? You want to take pictures of
You're
it?
out of film.
see.
All right, now, push the button, that
See?
button, no, that button, that you, no,
See
not,
the
no,
milk
that.
That's wrong.
Like,
Oh,
think of
okay.
it, that,
Yeah.
the bird finger, right? Push that halfway down and it'll focus. Halfway down.
When I
Keep it
come-
halfway
When
down.
I come over
Press it halfway
someday,
down.
I can look.
Green
light's on.
All right,
Oh,
then
yeah,
shoot.
sure. Well, Mariel wanted, you didn't
Very
see them all. Did you see all the pictures? You put
Yeah,
them in
one
the
of
book.
That was came to me,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't
Yeah.
come to Georgia.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, Mariel has to see them all.
Meredith
I haven't
stole,
seen any
I
of
wrote the letter,
There.
sent it to Meredith.
Hey,
Meredith stole the dress book,
Would-
sent it out.
Meredith, give her the letter. That in itself was a work of art.
We were all in on this.
Beverly wrote the letter. I wrote out all the envelopes.
How
though.
come I didn't need the
And
address book?
eventually
Oh,
she
she took
informed
it
Richard.
one day, did everything.
But I gave you money.
I sent him a letter. I sent him a letter.
Yeah, I got a copy of the letter.
Johnson, give her a copy and show her the letter.
Any pictures, Richard?
It's in here? No.
Meredith,
Then she sent me cards and
Show her
gave
the
me
letter.
money, so I did.
show her the letter.
Turn to the page,
I will.
way back further where, all the way
Open
back
it,
where
there's two
Roberta
more
and,
presents, the last one of course is the best.
Yeah, I have to look up Yeah, all.
Oh.
I have some of those pictures, you know. That's Mabel and Carl, many, many, many years ago.
That's Easter
Sunday.
How did you get that picture, Mary?
Probably from our, I sent it, we have, and I have,
I carry that in my
I
wallet.
didn't know, so, I
Yeah.
have it at home, I have a lot of.
And that's not, that's
That was the only,
Dirty,
see, I never had a, Mabel,
Yeah.
I never had a wedding picture of you. Oh, I have that in, on a drawer.
Here's your address
Yeah.
book.
So, I mean, I couldn't give them that. Yeah.
I went to the library.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I copied every page. It cost me a
Even
fortune.
Carl didn't know it. Why didn't your daddy copy? He didn't copy, oh. Well, she couldn't.
Brain damage.
Some copy.
Brain damage.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Here, see?
Look at the front.
I didn't read it.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna get there, Carl and Mabel?
That's about 1950. 1950. And that's,
Oh, that's lovely.
Let's see it.
What is it, engraved?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it, I'm coming in for a close-up.
It's from home.
Come
No, I
on.
mean inside, what? Inside, it's an album, it's for pictures. Oh, what?
I thought we could
Those
put,
are the big ones, Beth.
I didn't get
are
that.
those the big ones?
Let's see.
here are the other pictures.
What size are they?
That's, I don't get
What
any
does it
bigger
say?
than that.
Oh, there's me. There's Beverly.
Mama
and
bumped
there's
her
Meredith.
head. Kisses him.
What size does it
Richard,
say,
there's
Mabel?
something under your Richard,
You love Meredith best, it's in color.
something on the floor under your. Do you know that I have 88 pictures of the three of you? Every
What was that
Christmas
sign
card
now?
of all the years I
What was
kept.
that?
I have them in my
Yes, they
house.
are.
Yeah, there's the
Let me
one,
see, I haven't
Mabel.
seen it.
Yes, they are.
Beautiful. That's the one in
I
the.
know
You
you
get
have
middle.
it.
5, I get 4 by 6.
And what's the?
Okay, Meredith, when you get prints, get 3.5 by 5. That's what this is, 3.5 by 5.
That's what I get. That's what mine is.
Somewhere in here is the letter, but I can't find
That's
it.
okay, I believe you.
No, I want you to have a copy. Let me see it.
Well, this, they've got it, so it's going around.
Get him off of me.
Charlie, get up.
Oh, Jeannie, huh?
Okay? Mmm.
They were so happy to see
Taste, Joey, taste.
Gross. No, this is what she said.
That is your Dad.
A dog. So you could, I didn't know.
Wanna bite this cake, Joey?
Andy and another
Yeah, she said you the dogs.
What dog were they? Oh,
That's Mary's puppies.
and
That's
that's
It's
Yuri.
Yuri. That's Yuri? And that's Shane. Oh,
No,
no,
that's
Shane's
Shane's
puppy.
puppy.
Not a puppy.
They look just like Shane.
So I didn't put them in the album, but you can put them in the album.
He's
But
got
you've
something to talk
not-
about. Is it yours?
Two of these letters, one
Yeah.
from Jacobson's,
Uh-oh.
one from Charlotte's.
Thank you. You want me to put my coat on the floor?
Anyway, I left it in the envelope. You know,
Oh, my
here,
God.
you should open these letters. Here's the other one. This came the day I left. Don't need more when you get home. I had to leave a sign. They send mail through a mail slot in my house. And it's this big. So I had to leave a note to the post office. Please shove the stuff
That's
in
where
the
we
door,
keep,
not
watch out,
in
get
the
away from
door.
there.
Because from Aunt Ronnie, I got this like really finished up card. She's the biggest one.
You want your
You know
mama?
what I have machine, Beverly? What?
That's your mama. Yeah. I'm your grandpa.
There's two of the same.
Did you say Papa?
No. Oh, this is, it's got smooshed there. This is from Aunt Ronnie, and they sent a letter. Beverly, so you got one? Yes. Here's the card, yeah.
Located 75 miles southeast of Oahu, Maui is two volcanic peaks connected by a narrow isthmus of land. Most Maui vacationers stay at one of three major resort complexes: Lahaina and Kanapali on the west coast, Napali Bay and Kapalua on the northwest coast, or Kihea Wailea on the southwest coast. The most popular destination on the island is the Lahaina Kanapali area on West Maui. During the 1800s, Lahaina was a favorite port for whaling ships. In fact, over 400 whaling ships visited Maui in 1846 alone. Although whaling ships have disappeared from Lahaina, this colorful waterfront town continues to preserve the spirit and architecture of the salty 1800s. Lahaina is still where the action is on Maui. The same narrow streets where Mark Twain and Herman Melville walked over a century ago are now lined with dozens of restaurants, nightclubs, and gift shops. And it's just the right size for walking. Everything is within just a few blocks of the harbor. A popular stop in Lahaina is the Pioneer Inn, one of Hawaii's oldest hotels. Built in 1901, the original structure still stands and the floors still have some original planks underfoot. As you tour Lahaina, you'll see the Carthaginian II, which has a small whaling museum on board, and the Whalers Marketplace, a nearby shopping village. And to get an offshore view of Lahaina, take a glass-bottom boat tour of the harbor area. You'll see what's under the waves as well. Running between Lahaina and Kanapali is Hawaii's only operating railroad, the Lahaina, Kanapali and Pacific. The rebuilt 1890 sugarcane train runs over 6 miles of narrow-gauge track between the town and the resort. The narrated ride, which goes by cane fields, mountains, and seashore, is 25 minutes each way. In central Maui, the most popular attraction is the drive up the Iao Valley Road. The 3-mile drive up through a spectacular ravine ends up at Iao Valley Park and one of the island's most photographed spots, the Iao Needle. They say the invading Kamehameha threw his enemies from the top. You can wade and swim along the way and visit the colorful Kapaniwai Heritage Gardens. The primary attractions in southwest Maui are miles of beaches. Here, you find Wailea, one of Maui's excellent planned resort areas. It's 3 times the size of Waikiki. Upcountry Maui is dominated by Maui's greatest attraction, Mount Haleakala, the House of the Sun. The crater of this 10,000-foot high dormant volcano is 21 miles across and is so rugged it's compared to the craters on the moon. It's most spectacular at sunrise, and if you catch it when the clouds are just right, to be here can be one of the most inspirational experiences in life. To get to the top before sunrise, plan on leaving your hotel around 3 a.m. Also, take plenty of warm clothes as the temperature can be near freezing before dawn. One of the unique Maui experiences is a 3-hour, 38-mile bicycle coast down the winding road from the summit of Haleakala. Because it's all downhill, almost anyone who has ever ridden a bike can enjoy cruising in and out of clouds, past eucalyptus forests, and through the relaxing Maui countryside. This trip is something you can't do anywhere else. Everyone who comes to Maui should take the drive to Hana. Along the way, you'll find 617 turns and 56 bridges. There are waterfalls, pools to swim in, banana and coconut trees, old churches, and traditional Hawaiian farms. Take your time and enjoy. Eventually, you reach Heavenly Hana, a quiet village with a strong Polynesian character. Here, you should get out of your car and spend some time. Swim at Hana Beach Park, hike or ride horseback in the surrounding hills, and visit the Hasegawa General Store. There's only one hotel here, the Hotel Hana Maui, and it's often booked 6 months in advance. South of Hana are the 7 sacred pools, part of Haleakala National Park, a perfect setting for swimming, picnicking, and camping. An advantage of staying on Maui is that 2 other islands are easily reached for half-day or full-day trips. Molokai is only 6 miles away, and Lanai is only 8. Tour operators will take you from Lahaina by sailboat, cruiser, catamaran, or trimaran to spend time on either island. There are also commuter flights to Molokai. Molokai, the Friendly Isle, once was the site of a leper colony. Now it's for vacationers who appreciate quiet beauty. A popular trip is the mule ride down the side of the mountain to visit the old colony. And you can visit the Molokai Ranch Wildlife Park, where exotic animals are raised for sale to zoos and game reserves. There's also one of the most out-of-the-way resorts in the islands, the Sheraton Molokai. Maui is the winter home for over 400 humpback whales. They come here to mate, give birth, and nurse their young in these protected waters. The peak viewing season is from January through April. You may see a few from shore, but the best way to meet a humpback is on a sightseeing cruise. Several operate out of Lahaina. When you visit Maui, you shouldn't miss sunrise on Haleakala, the Hana Drive, walking through Lahaina, whale watching, Iao Needle, and all the fantastic beaches. Hawaii, the Big Island, lies 200 miles southeast of Oahu, and big it is. At 93 miles long and 76 miles wide, it's bigger than all the other Hawaiian islands combined. The Big Island has the only active volcanoes in Hawaii. There are rainforests, deserts, black sand beaches, grasslands, and even snow-capped mountain peaks. And it's still relatively undiscovered by most tourists. There are 2 distinct sides to Hawaii. The east side has Volcanoes National Park and the city of Hilo. The drier, west side, is the center of the tourist resort development, with golf, fishing, boating, and other activities you expect to find in such areas. On the east coast, Hilo is worth visiting, but it's not a tourist town. It's the center for the island's commerce. Fishing, ranching, agriculture, and a flourishing flower industry all contribute to the island's income. You can begin your day at 7:30 in the morning at the Suisan Fish Market, where you can watch giant tuna, mai-mai, and other fish being auctioned off in Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian, and English. At Sampan Harbor, daily catches are unloaded around 5:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Nearby is Liliuokalani Gardens, a beautiful 30-acre oriental park, and Coconut Island with an impressive view of Hilo and Hilo Bay. East of downtown Hilo is Wailuku River State Park, where you'll find rainbow falls and boiling pots, a good place for a picnic lunch. One thing obvious about Hilo is that it is wet. It rains about 140 inches each year. This moisture and warm temperatures make an ideal climate for orchids. Many gardens and nurseries are open to the public, including the Hilo Orchidarium, Orchids of Hawaii, and Nanimau Gardens. If you make reservations, you can visit the Hawaii Tropical Botanical Garden, 5 miles north of Hilo. Driving south out of Hilo, on the road to the volcanoes, there are several stops to make. The Mauna Loa Macadamia Nut Plantation, Kaimu Black Sand Beach, great for beachcombing and spectacular photographs, and the Queen's Bath, now a popular swimming spot, but once reserved as a bathing area for Hawaiian royalty. Finally, 30 miles from Hilo, you enter the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, the most popular attraction on the Big Island. There are 2 active volcanoes, Mauna Loa, which soars to almost 14,000 feet, and Kilauea at slightly over 4,000 feet. When these volcanoes erupt, they do so relatively gently with spectacular fire fountains and lava flows that form rivers and lakes of lava on their way to the sea. They're so safe that when there is an eruption, airlines and hotels are immediately fully booked and roads to the park are jammed. You have about a 2% chance of seeing a volcanic eruption during your visit, and each usually lasts less than a week. You can call the park for volcano updates. Start at the Volcano House Hotel on the rim of Kilauea to view the 2-mile-wide crater and the smaller fire pit at the bottom. If you can get reservations, this is an interesting place to stay a night or two. They say the fire in the main fireplace has been kept continuously burning since the 1870s. Drop in the Visitor Center, walk the Devastation Trail, drive the Chain of Craters Road, and play golf on one of the most unusual courses anywhere, on the rim of an active volcano. You won't fall in, but occasional steam vents can distract the best golfers. On the western shore of the Big Island is the sun-soaked Kona coast and its major resort town. Kailua Kona is the center for marlin fishing, and some of the best is found as close as 1 mile offshore. Charter boats are available and the success rate is high. Marlin in excess of 1,300 pounds have been caught here, and even if you don't fish, you can enjoy watching the boats return each evening. Kailua Kona actually is the town in the area stretching 5 miles to the south. The main part of the town lies on one street and is easily explored on foot. There are open-air restaurants, interesting shops, and several important historic sites. Among these are the royal compound of King Kamehameha the Great. Hulihehe Palace. And Moku'aikau and St. Michael's churches. And don't miss a visit to the Kailua Candy Company. South of Kailua Kona, there's St. Peter's Catholic Church. Hardly larger than a playhouse, it was built on the site of an ancient Hawaiian temple to overcome superstition. As you drive along the Kona coast, the beaches are rimmed with cocoa palms leaning against the trade winds. The sun bounces on the sea and explodes into instant diamonds. On such a day here in 1779, Captain James Cook was rowed ashore with 10 Royal Navy Marines. Cook named the islands the Sandwich Isles for the Earl of Sandwich, who financed the voyage. Cook made charts and took sun and star sights on the beach at Kealakekua Bay.
On one particular morning, he went ashore to recover a small boat that had been stolen during the night for the nails. The island Wahinis were mad for iron nails, which they bent into fish hooks. The sailors were mad for the beautiful Wahinis, whom they bent to their wills, you might say. The sailors pulled nails out of their ship Resolution until she was barely holding together. The captain thought he would have to glue his vessel together to get back home.
A few miles south are St. Benedict's Church, one of the island's two painted churches, and the restored city of Refuge. Offenses in ancient Hawaii were dealt with severely, with the death penalty not uncommon. However, if the offender could reach the city of Refuge safely, he could be blessed by a priest and return to his family. The city of Refuge here, or Pu'uonua o Honaunau, is now a National Historical Park. At Napo'opo, the Kealakekua Underwater State Park offers snorkelers and divers 100 feet of visibility with thousands of tropical fish and spectacular coral growths. There are 5 spectacular golf courses in the area. Some of the courses are cut through lava fields, and several have the ocean coming into play. The northern end of the Big Island is Hawaiian cowboy country. The Parker Ranch covers 250,000 acres here, and it's the largest privately owned ranch in the United States. Waimea is a neat little town with quaint buildings lining the street. This is where the cowboys gather. To learn how all this got started, stop at the Parker Ranch Visitor Center. One last item the venturesome may want to try is snow skiing on Mauna Kea. Some of the best resorts in the islands are located on the Kona coast of Hawaii. One of the first was the very exclusive Kona Village Resort. Kona Village is what most people imagine when they dream about a Hawaiian vacation. Thatched roof cottages are located along the beach beside lazy lagoons or hidden in groves of palm trees. And on Friday nights, they hold one of the best luau's in the islands. This is the sort of luxury that Hawaiian royalty must have enjoyed.
Awila mahaka hikina alama lama o Hawaii Awila mahaka hikina alama lama o Hawaii Aina ia mai kapuana kala ni ka havika he no ae ala
When you come to the islands, you miss a lot if you don't spend a few days on the Big Island. You shouldn't miss Volcanoes National Park, marlin fishing or just watching, skiing on Mauna Kea, Kona Village Resort Luau, and orchids in Hilo.
Mahalo. Well, that's our tour. We visited 6 different islands and discovered the unique personality of each. From scuba diving to helicopter rides. From people watching in Waikiki to whale watching off of Maui. From golfing on a live volcano to snow skiing on a dormant one. Where else but paradise? Now, in the final section of our program, we'll share some tips on how to make your trip to Hawaii both easy and fun.
Most first-time visitors to Hawaii land at Honolulu International Airport and spend their first night at one of the hotels lining Waikiki Beach. Honolulu is served by several major domestic airlines as well as foreign carriers and charter lines. Hawaii used to have official kissers to greet visitors. In more leisurely days, everybody came by ship. When jets started bringing in 500 people at a time, the kissers had to give it up. They said their lips got too tired. Today, you get this treatment only if you're with a tour or charter group. A special tip. When you're flying from the mainland, try to get a seat on the right side of the plane. That's where your first view of the islands will be best. From the Honolulu airport, you have several options to get to your hotel. Taxis are always waiting, and the fare to Waikiki is about $13. Many hotels provide free shuttle service, and Gray Line provides bus service to several Waikiki hotels for about $5. Municipal buses serve the airport, but this may not be very convenient if you have much baggage. In Hawaii, you fly from island to island as casually as you commute on a train or bus at home. There are several commuter airlines in the islands. Aloha Airlines has its Spirit of Hawaii service. It's the only airline with an all-jet fleet and first-class sections where you can mingle with other passengers in a private lounge. Hawaiian Airlines and Mid-Pacific Air have both jet and prop planes serving all the major islands. Each airline has a number of inter-island flights every day. Have your travel agent find out about combination fares from the mainland to the outer islands. If you want to start your visit on one of the outer islands, there are some direct flights from the mainland to Kauai, Maui, and Hawaii. For a different look at the islands, American Hawaiian Cruises offers 3, 4, and 7-day runs through the islands on either of its 2 ships. Each makes several stops ranging from a single afternoon to allow shopping to 2 days on Maui to let you explore at a more leisurely pace. The ships have swimming pools, a golf driving range, jogging tracks, gyms, tennis, and of course, great food and nightlife. These cruises are usually booked months in advance, so get your reservations as quickly as possible. Getting around on the islands, especially the Big Island, is most convenient with a rental car. You can run on your own schedule and take time to stop at those special, out-of-the-way places you find. All the major rental companies are here, as well as several island-only agencies. Cars can be rented at all the airports and in the larger towns. Be sure to make reservations and check rates, as there are a lot of excellent packages available. There are a number of tour companies on each of the major islands. They go to every major attraction and do all they can to make your visit easier. There's the opportunity to meet new friends, and the tour guide will keep you entertained with facts and legends about each area. At Waikiki, getting around is easy. You can walk just about anywhere, or for fun, take a pedicab. There's an excellent and inexpensive bus system called the Bus, which actually runs throughout the entire island of Oahu.
Now, you may have heard that the Hawaiian language has no word for weather. That's because the weather is so reliable, no one seems to pay any attention to it. In resort areas, winter temperatures range from an average low of 65 degrees to an average high of 79 degrees, and from 73 degrees to 87 degrees in summer. As you move away from the beach areas and get higher in altitude, average temperatures will range from the 50s to the 70s.
The greatest chance for rain is during the winter, when resort areas will average 3 to 4 inches a month. During the summer, these same areas will average less than an inch each month. Most people just ignore the rain, as the showers never seem to last long. The sun comes out and your clothes dry in minutes. Lightweight, comfortable clothing is the rule throughout the year. Of course, lightweight and comfortable covers a wide range of attire, from minimal bikinis on the beach to shorts for touring to high-fashion chic for night. Only a few exclusive restaurants require a coat and tie. To ward off the noonday sun, bring a hat or buy one made of cocoa frond. For the winter months, pack a sweater for the cool evenings and a small umbrella. Also bring a heavier jacket if you're going to visit any of the mountainous areas on Kauai, Maui, or the Big Island.
Hawaii is the land of resorts. In fact, some of the most fabulous lodging facilities in the world are found here. Both hotels and condominiums are popular, and they can be found in all price ranges. In general, ocean views are more expensive than garden or mountain views. There are hundreds of package deals available, and you'll need to work with your travel agent to find what's best for you. Most of the hotel rooms on Oahu are concentrated in the Waikiki area. In fact,
There are over 30,000 rooms in this area alone. That's half the rooms you find on all the islands. And